Hello everyone, I'm Arpita Agarwal, Assistant Professor in CSC Department in Akgec, and today I am covering DSTL BCS code 303. So, I'm covering the unit 3rd, that is Theory of Logic. So, in theory of logic, our first topic is propositions. So, what a proposition is? Proposition is basically a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both. ऐसा सेंटेंस जो या तो सिर्फ ट्रू हो सकता है या फॉल्स हो सकता है, पर दोनों नहीं हो सकते. लाइक इफ वी आर टेकिंग एन एग्जाम्पल, द सन rises in east. So, this is a statement. Sun rises in the east. Yes, it is true. So, this statement is a proposition because it has a value that is true. So, proposition is a statement, declarative statement, which has either a one value that is either true or false. Like, take another example. So, x plus y is equal to 1. So, will it be a proposition? No. It is not a proposition because it depends upon the values of x and y. And if x plus y, it depends upon the values of x and y. So, we cannot say it is a proposition because we are not getting a result that is either true or false. Like, suppose if value of x we consider as 2 and value of y we consider as 3. So, 2 plus 3 is not 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and which is not equal to 1. Okay, so we can say that x plus y is not a proposition because it depends upon the value of x and y. No, it is not giving a definite value true or false. So, next is compound proposition. So, what a compound proposition is? A proposition formed by combination of two or more prepositions, two or more statements is called as compound prepositions. We can use connectives, we can use operators for making a preposition to be as compound. Okay. So, next is connectives. So, what do you mean by connectives? Connective are the symbols or words used to connect compound statements. So, we will take an example for it. We have we have 5 types of connectives like negation, conjunction, disjunction, conditional and biconditional. We will take it as one by one. First one is we are taking as negation. So, what a negation is? Suppose I have a preposition P and its value is true. So, negation means reverse. If a preposition is having a value true, then its negation will be denoted by this sign and negation of P will be false, just reverse of the value true. So, this is about negation. So, if we form a truth table for negation, so we have a preposition P and its negation is denoted by negation P. So if we have a value true, then its answer will be false, just reverse of true value. And if we have a false value for P, then its negation value will be true. So next is our conjunction. Conjunction means intersection. Conjunction is denoted by this symbol. So it is an intersection. So suppose we are having a two propositions P and Q. So how many cases we are having? If we are having two propositions, then 2 की power 2, that is 4 cases we will be having. So in truth table, we will be taking 4 cases. So P, Q, P, conjunction Q. So P conjunction Q, when it will be false, so it means 1.1. So 1.1 will only give 1, that is 1 into 1 will only give 1, otherwise it will give 0 for all the other values. Now let us understand with the help of a truth table. Suppose P has true value and Q has false value. We will be having total 4 cases for truth values. Now again true false. Now again if we fill it as true, it is false. So next case we will have both false false or both true true. So these are the possible combinations. So how we will carry out conjunction for it? So consider it as 1, consider T as 1 and F as false as 0. So for conjunction 1.0, that is 1 into 0 will be 0. And what does 0 means? False. False into true, that is 0 into 1 will again be a 0. And what value will be? False. False will be 0. That is false. True means 1 into 1, that is 1. So final truth table we get as 2 for conjunction. So now we will study next topic, disjunction. Truth table for disjunction. So suppose we have two propositions P and Q. How truth table for disjunction will be carried out? It is denoted by firstly with this sign B. So again we have two propositions, so total 2 की power 2, that is 4 cases we will be having. So P, Q. So P disjunction Q. So 4 cases again we will be forming the same: true, false, false, true, 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 and false, false. So this disjunction means plus. Conjunction is denoted by dot sign. Disjunction is denoted by V sign. Okay, and it means plus. So if we take as 1, T as 1 and F as 0, then 1 plus 0 will be 1. That is true. Again, false we take as 0 and T as 1, then 0 plus 1 will be again 1. That is true. Now again we take it as 1. We take it as 1. So 1 plus 1 will be 1. That is true. Again we take it as 0 and we take it as 0. 0 plus 0, that is 0. That is false. So if you remember, then in that previous case, that is this is disjunction, and in conjunction we get opposite thing. Like we have only two values for this, rest will be false. So when you look the truth table, it contains these values and conjunction will contain these values. So next we have conditional proposition. So as the name suggests, conditional proposition will be following certain condition. So in condition proposition, if we have two proposition, then this condition proposition says it is only false when P is true and Q is false. Only in one case it is false. Rest it is true for all the other values. So it is false in only one case when P is true and Q is false. Now make a truth table for this. It is denoted by arrow sign. So we have prepositions P, we have preposition Q, and conditional will be P, conditional Q. So truth table true, false. Again we'll be having four cases. True, false, 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 true, true, and false, true. So according to condition, it is only false for this value, that is when P is true and Q is false. Rest for other cases it is true. Next we have a biconditional. Biconditional proposition. So as the name suggests, biconditional means it is only true when both P and Q are true. So if we have two propositions P and Q, biconditional is denoted by this sign and it is only true when P is true and Q is true. Now let us make a truth table for a biconditional proposition. So we have true, true values, true, false value, true, false, false, true, and false, false. So true, true, true according to biconditional condition. Rest it will be false for all other values. So what is truth table? What is truth table? A table. So as far as we are studying truth table, so what a truth table is? Truth table contains values that is either true or false. So now let us take an example of constructing a truth table. So we have to construct the truth table for this question. So now we have three variables P, Q and R. So for constructing the truth table, so we have three variables, so 2 की power 3, that means we have total how many cases? The number of cases will increase 2 की power 3. So if we have all true values, let us make a truth table for it. If we have 2 truth values and 1 false value, now if we take 2 false value, so total these are the cases when we are having a 3 variables. So first we will calculate negation of Q. According to the given question, we will calculate negation of Q. This is our Q and negation of Q will be reverse of Q. So we have true values, then it will be false. We have true value, it will be false. So false, true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false, true, false, true and true, false. So we will calculate Q implies R. So Q implies R says it will be only false when P is true and Q is false. So here P is Q and Q is R. So look for P and Q. This is P and this is Q. So it is only false when P is true and Q is false. Can you find any other cases? Yes, this is the case. So it is false for only these two cases, rest it is true for all other cases. Now we have to calculate the negation of Q implies R. So we have to calculate the negation of this. So again, negation means reverse. We have true, we have calculate false, false, true, true, false, 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 true, false, false, false. So we have calculated this much of part here. So now we have intersection with R. So that means it is true for 1.1 only. Rest it is false. So this and this we have to do intersection for it. So true, false, 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 true, false, true, false, false. So we have only this case where it is true, true. Rest it is false for all the values. So now we have calculated up to this part. Same way, you have to calculate this part, and total you have to do intersection for the whole part. Just try yourself. Okay. Thank you.